Alright guys, just a little update on my 2002 Mustang GT. I got a deal on a Steeda Tri Ax shifter. It's got the Hurst handle and knob. This is a nice setup. This really, I guess, to me, from what I've noticed, I got the old, stock shifter here. It tightens the shift up. The shifter, you can kind of feel how loose it is. This one's very firm. Everything is crisp. Shifts very smoothly. Shortens the throw quite a bit. It's just a great all-around shifter. It came with the Hurst handle and knob on there, so I don't know what the original Steeda one would have been. But once again, this is a Steeda Tri Ax shifter with the Hurst handle and knob. Very, very smooth. It fits this car perfect. It just feels right. Very easy to shift through the gears. Kind of noisy. Transmission is a little bit noisier when you have a aftermarket shifter on there. There's not that decent gasket or seal that kind of helps prevent it from being louder. From all the transmission noises kind of carrying through the rest of the shifter and whatever. But you'll see just a couple of really quick video clips shifting as best as I could do driving. Obviously I don't want to be distracted in driving, but yeah, so this is an option for anybody that wants to get an aftermarket shifter. Steeda products are really tried and true, kind of expensive, but you get what you pay for, and you can always change up the other parts too if you don't necessarily like the way their shifter handle or lever and knob looks, or whatever. You can pretty much trick it out with whatever you want. This Hurst one bolted right on there, no problem at all. And the knob, this is just the one that I prefer. This, you get a decent grip on it. It's not just a little ball or anything, which would work too, but the stock shifter, to me, just a very boring looking shifter. The knob is very plain, boring. Yeah, it worked fine, but no. We don't like stock stuff for the most part. Leave that for classic cars. So, yeah, I recommend this shifter. Anybody who buys one finds, whatever they install it in their car, they're bound to love it. There's really no way you could hate it. It's pretty smooth. And sorry for the dirty car. I just bought this car a couple months ago. I still have yet to clean anything in here. It's just been a project car and a daily driver, and I just don't have the time besides going to work and doing other things to really clean this car up, but I really should. So I will probably do that after this video, actually. But yeah, Steeda Tri Ax shifter, get one. smooth shifting. I've driven probably for maybe about not 10,000 miles. What the heck? At least about 4,000 or 5,000 miles with this shifter already. Probably even more than that. And I've never had one issue with it. Works perfect in this car with this handle and knob combination. It is like the perfect distance, at least for me anyways, for shifting. It's excellent. I love it. I don't think I could have picked a better shifter for this car. He's not having a good day. Gotta love city traffic. Sitting at stoplights all the time. Sucks is I'm not out in the country, so I can't really open this car up on the roads in the city here and to show you guys how fast this thing can shift, but it definitely increases the speed at which you can shift. The throw is a bit shorter and it's just much smoother, more crisp. You still get the basic idea. You hear the flowmaster exhaust, it's pretty dang good. Probably the perfect tone for exhaust, especially in the city environment, unless you don't care about pissing people off. But personally, I live in an apartment complex. It's kind of a good thing to have an exhaust that isn't extremely loud, although it would be cool, but it's just one of those things where you kind of have to weigh your options and say, well, is it really something I want to get? I mean, I work at 6 a.m. every morning, and I end up having to leave around 5 a.m. to get to work because I have a long drive. So a really loud exhaust would wake a lot of people up, because most people aren't up yet, at least where I live. And I'm sure every day hearing a really loud car leaving in the morning while you're trying to get that last couple hours of sleep in would piss just about anybody off. So. But I still like loud exhaust, just not excessively loud. A little bit of tire squealage there. Downshifting is also something that's, I think, pretty improved with the aftermarket shifters. You get a lot cleaner, smoother downshifts. Obviously, the main key with the downshift is trying to rev match it, get a good idea of where you need to be for RPMs. It's pretty simple. Usually a third to second is kind of hard though. Yeah, a little bit off there. I still got to work on that. Should be good here. This exhaust, best tones are just right around 2,000 RPMs, and then probably a lot higher than that, obviously. Probably like the next really good tone would probably be like 3,500 or 4,000 RPMs. But just before, probably like 1,900 RPMs, all the way up to like 2,200 is got that really good tone, even up to 2,500, I guess. And when it's below that 1,900 mark, you really don't hear it that much. It's kind of a low tone. But of course, you're trying to hear it from inside the car, and outside the car might sound a lot different. Little too many RPMs there. Reverse. I don't know if I mentioned it in other parts of the video yet, but these shifters, they have much less, I guess, sound deadening in between the actual shifter and the transmission, so you hear a lot more of the shifter whining noises, which is, standard with any aftermarket shifter. So that gasket's not nearly as thick. It's basically just whatever you put on there.